Hey you guys, it's Mimi, and right now I'm going to be reacting to movie sequels by TheOdd1sOut. I don't know how you want me to say his YouTube name, but I just heard about him from my friends. They told me how funny he is and how come he makes little animation videos, and I do love to watch that. I watch ASDF. I watch the person who makes Yo Mama videos, about little things like that. So since this is my first time, I want to get right into it and see what my friends talking about. They told me to go ahead and subscribe to him because they say I may love it. Let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it.
Do you all remember that classic kids movie made in the 70s about a pig and a spider? Yeah, Charlotte's
Web.
Remember how it made us a lot of money? Wait, didn't we already have this conversation? Yeah, we did. But we're remaking this conversation with better graphics and Will Smith.
Yeah.
But why would we remake something that's already good on its own when we could
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Totally original? Because, Ethan, we don't want to take risks, and this will make us more money. But won't it be obvious to the audience that we're only doing these remakes for the money? They'll watch it anyways.
That is so true. We still gonna watch it to see how better it's gonna be.
One of my favorite movies is a spin-off. And I'm very excited for the remake of The Dark Crystal to come out. And if you think I'm going to make a video talking about it when it comes out, you are absolutely correct. Disney is remaking a bunch of classical movies into live action.
Like Aladdin,
Tarzan, Alice in Wonderland.
Yep.
With 101 Dalmatians twice. And as someone who enjoys cartoons a little too much, I think it would be cool if they remade Treasure Planet or Atlantis into live action. Both of those movies are underrated and have a lot of high-stake action.
There's a lot of Disney movies that a lot of people haven't heard of. Like, there are so many. Even for me, I haven't heard of any of these movies. They need to remake some of these.
I'm sure Disney has good reasons for making sequels and spin-offs. Speaking of Disney sequels, I bet some of you forgot the very old straight-to-VHS Disney sequels. I try to forget about them every
Oh my god, Aladdin 2, Pocahontas, I heard about that. Because one day when I was online, I was searching for movies to watch, and I come to find out that I found out a whole bunch of movies had sequels that I haven't heard of. Like, I didn't know Little Mermaid had Little Mermaid 2. I thought Little Mermaid, Ariel's First Beginning was number 2. I didn't know she had a baby. I didn't know that Aladdin had a second movie called Jafar Returns or whatever. So I'm sitting here, and even Mulan had a second movie, and it was about her and Shan getting married and stuff like that. I was like, whoa, what? How come nobody's putting this out on TV or whatever? It's just there. Like, nobody gives a crap no more. Like, once the first movie is out, it's out. But when Incredibles 2 came out and Finding Dory, it's all big and out there. But all these old little Disney movies, nah, nobody cares about them. Pixar, oh yeah. But Disney, they don't get crap. They don't get no dang on respect for their movies no more.
You can have your own opinion on the Disney sequels, but all the ones that went straight to VHS are terrible. Even The Lion King 2? That one emo lion was kinda hot. Did I stutter? I know all those sequels were technically done by a different studio, but let's just hope that Disney will finally break the bad sequel streak with Frozen 2. Or they should just let it go. VHS. Some franchises like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings have long overarching stories that are designed to have multiple installments, and as long as the studio doesn't stretch out one book into 3 movies, then those types of movies are absolutely fine. But I don't want to talk about those movies. I want to talk about sequels to standalone films. Now, I believe that a sequel to a standalone film can be done, but it's a delicate process. Because in the first movie, you establish the characters and the world they live in, then the protagonist has to overcome a problem, usually defeating a villain, and then the characters live happily ever after, and the story is all wrapped up nicely with a bow, and just, what a nice story.
What a nice story.
I'm just gonna set it down and watch it from time to time and not change it one bit. But then a sequel comes along and says, oh, you thought the characters lived happily ever after? And then pulls out the nice bow and says there's another more evil villain who wasn't mentioned in the first movie for some reason. If a sequel turns out bad, it can devalue the original movie. There's a reason we don't talk about Atlantis 2 or Pocahontas 2. Or Mulan 2, or Hunchback 2, or Aladdin 2, or Cinderella 2, or 2, or Tarzan 2. Because they didn't happen. So that's why I'm always impressed
So,
whenever a good sequel
it didn't
is made.
happen.
And a studio that I think does an amazing job at making sequels is called DreamWorks. But I've noticed a pattern with DreamWorks franchises that I call the DreamWorks trequel paradox. I think the right word might be trilogy, but I'm just going to say trequel. You see, DreamWorks has a track record of creating amazing sequels, but
They
pretty
do.
subpar trequels. Here's what I mean. Now, keep in mind that these are not my opinion. These reviews are objectively correct facts. And also, I just want to say I know that these movies are kids' movies, but I like animated movies more than real ones. And I'm a cartoon character, so... Shrek 1. Great movie, great characters, great message, 10 onion layers out of 10. Shrek 2. It's the first movie in history to be better than the original, and it created the best music video of all time.
Yes.
I need 11 heroes out of 10. Shrek 3.
It was a good movie.
My swamp. Okay, I know we might not all agree, but here's another example. Kung Fu Panda 1, perfect movie. Any movie with anthropomorphic
Kung Fu
animals
Panda
is
2,
always
it was
a win.
alright to me.
I think we have a best-selling franchise on our Panda Paws. Kung Fu Panda 2, just as good as the original. How many sequels have an animated bird as a villain? Besides Stuart Little 2. So far we got 10s across the board, but then Kung Fu Panda 3 comes along and...
It
I'm sorry,
fucks it
Japanese,
up.
I just wasn't feeling this one.
Yeah,
Which
just...
is why I was so worried for How to Train Your Dragon 3. And let's just say the DreamWorks trequel paradox did
How to Train Your Dragon 1 was a no-go. And when they made sequels, I felt like,
and
it just wasn't very impressive to me.
And that franchise is Madagascar. I remember
Yes!
loving this movie as a kid, and apparently I wasn't the only kid who enjoyed it because it made $193,595,521. So
It needed to. That was the funniest and best movie ever. All the adult jokes you missed as a child, man, you wish you can go back just so you can go and laugh at those all over again. But man, it is so funny. Oh my lord.
DreamWorks made 2 more of these movies, and created the thing that haunts my dreams. Now, personally, I don't really care for these movies. They're fine. I haven't rewatched them at all, so 5 out of 10. But there's another movie in this franchise. A movie that shouldn't be as good as it is, and honestly, I'm a little embarrassed to admit that it might make the list of my top 5 favorite movies. I don't think enough people are talking about this movie, so I'm going to be the one who breaks the ice. That
Okay.
metaphor is relevant because we're talking about Penguins of Madagascar. Penguins of...
No.
Madagascar is the best movie that features penguins ever. Better than Happy Feet and Happy Feet 2. And
No! No! Take it back! Take it back!
1,000 times more realistic than March of the Penguins. There's a scene where the penguins fall off an airplane and go
Happy
hopping
Feet
from one
was a
airplane to another.
classic.
It's so entertaining and it's all done in one continuous camera shot. So I'm not talking with a hint of irony when I say that this scene is a cinematic masterpiece. I don't remember when I first watched Penguins of Madagascar. It came out when I was 18, so I'm probably not the target demographic. But I remember after watching it thinking, wow, that's a good movie. And I didn't think about that movie again until years later on Halloween night 2018. I was in a Discord call with some friends who were also spending their Halloween night behind a computer, and naturally we were discussing which Madagascar sequel was better. Some people actually liked the second one, which was surprising. And I
It
said,
was good.
well, no matter what you...
And the thing about the second one is, when I was, I think I was 15, I didn't know that Bernie Mac was in the movie. There was a lot of people in the movie I did not recognize. Like, Bernie Mac played as Alex's dad, and I didn't hear it until one day I was watching the Bernie Mac show, and you know how Bernie Mac be like, doggone it, woman, like, you know, stuff like that. And then next thing you know, in Madagascar, I can finally hear it, and I'm like, oh my god, I can hear it.
The sequels, at least we can all agree that Penguins of Madagascar is better than both of them, right? And everyone in the call was like, what are you talking about? And instead of watching a scary movie that Halloween night, we all virtually watched a movie about penguins together, and I think everyone liked it. Okay, let's talk about another studio, Pixar. Pixar movies do a good job at appealing to a wide audience.
They
Kids
do.
like them because they're a cartoon, and adults like them because of their heavy themes like old people dying. Almost every movie Pixar has made has been a cinematic classic. Penguins of Madagascar, however, is not one of those emotionally inducing movies. It doesn't teach a thought-provoking life lesson. It's an hour and a half of penguins fighting an octopus.
Basically.
And I love it. Every morning
I
when
don't
watch
like
Penguins
it.
of Madagascar, I feel like a kid again. I am jealous of the writing in this movie. Okay, there's one fart joke, but that's my only complaint. Now, do I think Penguins is better than all of these Pixar movies? No, definitely not. But I do think this movie is really good, and IMDb gave it a 6.7 when it clearly deserves a 10. I don't know if this video convinced you.
It clearly
that
deserves a
Madagascar,
10.
But if you're retroactively looking for the next summer blockbuster movie to watch, then it's got my recommendation. James, are you being sponsored by Penguins? I wish. There wasn't really a point to this video, I just wanted an excuse to talk about my favorite DreamWorks spinoff. So, in conclusion, I'm really excited for The Dark Crystal 2 coming out on Netflix. The show's being released
Dark
on
Crystal?
August 30th, which is coincidentally this channel's 5-year anniversary. So don't expect me to work that day. Okay, admittedly, this video went off the rails a tiny bit. I'm so...
Well, I don't know what to say about this. The one thing I can say is that since this is my first time, I would like to say good job, and I do love it. So I'm definitely gonna click the bell for this because I love it so far, and I'm gonna watch more of his videos. Apparently, he uploaded another video. I probably may watch that later. But other than that, I actually like this. This is funny, and he actually said so many facts that I wish a lot of people would just come out. Like the fact how with sequels, Disney has so many movies and they have sequels, even third movies that come out, even have 4 movies. They don't get all the damn respect that they deserve, and then you come out with Pixar like Dory, Incredibles. Man, the whole movie theater be filled up. Sometimes they run out of tickets right in a freaking hour as soon as they go on sale. Like especially Incredibles 2 out here. When I say it was very like so sold out, it was sold out. And then with Madagascar, I'm sorry, the second one will always be my favorite because of the certain characters like Moto. For one, he had his own theme song, Walking Up to Gloria with pics and crap. And next thing you know, it shows Alex's dad, and that was when I found out about Bernie Mac, because of how he said doggone it woman when he was trying to talk to the man like, oh, you think you can just come up in my crib? Like, who y'all think y'all are? And that was the funniest moment of the movie where it got to me. But other than that, good video. So go ahead and comment down below what else you guys want me to react to. And also, don't forget to subscribe because I'm trying to get to 10K subscribers. And like this video. Also, I also have some little announcement coming up soon. And I will also let you guys know about that ahead of time. So I will see you guys soon.